All right, this will be a video on how to change out the passenger side headlight assembly. Exact same procedure for the driver's side. Um, as you can see, mine's replaced. This is the fast way to do it without having to take off the entire fascia. You do not need to take the whole bumper off. I did this by just taking off some of the top stuff. You can pull the whole thing out. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the video. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave down below. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, welcome back. So today we got a new adventure here on my Edge. Unfortunately, Mr. Deer ran out in front of this thing, just like the Volvo last year, literally a year ago. Hit a deer at my Volvo. This year you can see the brain splatter here. The wife was driving this thing around and going to work, and she smacked the deer. As you can tell, it's got some damage on here. So this video is going to be, you hit a deer, what do you do now? Hence the title. But basically, first thing that I do is I always disconnect the battery, and here's why. You have what's called an impact sensor or an airbag sensor that is in here for your airbags. There's usually one in the center of the front or two in the front or whatever your vehicle has. If that gets damaged, it will set the airbags off. So when you're in here working, moving stuff around, you don't want to accidentally hit it if it's already partially broken and set off your airbags. So on this particular car, the airbag sensor was not hit. It's underneath the radiator, so I'm not going to worry about it. But on your car, for safety, unhook the battery completely. And then if you really want to get serious, take the fuses and relays out for the airbag system and let it sit for about 10-15 minutes, okay? The reason I say this for, when on Volvos, they have two airbag sensors on the front there and there. This is the one out of the Volvo from last year. Well, obviously, it got broken off. Well, you see that metal piece there, the metal piece there. Those are what go to these two terminals, okay? They did not break. The sensor physically is damaged. What happens is when there's a closed loop here. So power goes in, comes back out, and goes to the ECM. When that's broken and the ECM loses, or will actually be your airbag module, and the airbag module loses continuity here is when it sets off the airbags. So mine came that close to setting all the airbags off, but it did not. I got lucky. I keep this just to show because it's kind of interesting how it literally broke, the whole sensor is broken horribly. But literally it did not set the airbags off. But this is what you want to avoid having happen while you're working, because if all of a sudden you rip this off, it'll set the airbags off, and that would not be good. Real fast, I did unhook the lights. I just put LED lights in here. I took the light bulbs out so I wouldn't break them. They were $100. So basically what we're gonna do now is take all this out. Thankfully, my grill's okay. So it's really just the headlight and the bumper here that it got really damaged. Fender's in just a hair. The gap to the hood is just a little bit off, but not bad. So what I'm gonna end up doing here is just basically ripping all this crap out of here and then get underneath there and see what we got. Amazingly, all this plastic did not break. I thought this would have all gotten smashed and broken. But even the fender spacing's the same. Didn't really change much at all. Just pushed the fender in just a hair up here. AC stuff all looks good down here. So I think we can probably get away with just doing a headlight assembly here. And I think I'm just going to try and push the bumper in and get good old JB weld to JB weld this. This car has 255,000 miles on it. I don't really want to spend a ton of money into it, especially because we already got damage down here from a turkey from before. That's where the ball joint snapped and pushed the wheel into the wheel well and whatnot. So, you know, we're just going to do a quick slap rig job here. But basically, when you hit a deer, maybe like on the Volvo where the whole front end is taken off, you know, start tearing it apart and see if you need a radiator. You know, do you need a grill, a bumper, a rad support, headlights, hood, whatever you need, and make yourself a list. Go online and add up what it costs for the parts, the shipping, and then if you can't install them yourself, you know, you're probably not going to come ahead by buying the stuff yourself. Obviously, I don't have full coverage on this. If you do on your car, call your insurance and They will take care of that for you, but I don't. I just have liability because it's an old piece of shit. So we're going to go ahead and start getting this torn apart and then go from there. All right, so we've changed scenery here in the garage with the heater going. It is cold as heck out. So to get this headlight out on this edge, what we gotta do is we gotta pull this out. This whole front fascia comes off. And then if you look at the new headlight here, you just got 4 bolts to hold the thing on there or whatever. Also, I will put a picture of the part number up above here. Rock Auto, I paid $88 for it, and you get the bulbs in the back too, which is nice. I'm gonna try not to have to pull this whole thing off. I just want to try and pull it back to be able to get this headlight out and change it out. We're supposed to have like 4 to 9 inches of snow tonight. I just want to get it done. Here's what you gotta do. 2 10s here. You got 10 there, you got 10 there, 2 10s here, undo them guys. These are Phillips, little plastic thing you pull out. If all it does is spin, take a flat blade, and as you try to spin it, push it underneath the best that you can, okay? Do that to all these on the top. Once that's done, you have a 5.5 here, 5.5 down there, 5.5, where am I at here? 5.5 millimeter there. And then underneath this, you'll have a couple 5s also, and there's gonna be a big shield you gotta take off too. I'm gonna start just tearing these all out quick. Once I get them out, I'll bring you guys back just to save some time in the video here, and we'll go underneath the car and we'll go from there. Okay, so one quick thing. You don't need to take out these ones. I didn't realize that holds in the rad support. This one goes for the headlight. So I got all these little screws. All these look like are these guys here. Pull them out. I got them all out. So now this whole thing here can move up the top and you bend it. These are 5.5s that I was telling you about that go into here to hold all this together, okay? Now mine is busted from hitting the deer, but this would be pushed in, and all you gotta do is just gently take and then just pull it back a little bit. And you can kind of see there's like little clips in here that would go in here. Obviously mine's broken. Yours probably won't be, but just gently pry it out. So now the headlight here, oh, I gotta get that bulb out on that side. Pull your bulb out. I didn't even notice it was still hooked up. Pull that guy out. Now, all this stuff here, so you got a bolt right here for the headlights, a 10 mil. You got a bolt right there, it's a 10 mil also. And then there should be a couple on the bottom. I'm gonna try and do this without taking the whole bumper off, because I can get it at my wrench and stuff and get these all out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all these bolts out quick, and then get this thing out and we'll bring you guys right back. All right, so you absolutely don't need to take this off if you just want to change out your headlight. I got it out. All I did is I took my wrench here, a standard combination wrench, and you can get right at that bolt right there, easy as cake. Move this back, get the impact in there, you can get right to that bolt. There's a bolt right there, and then I believe, then there's a lower bolt that I believe goes, right here. So you can just pull this out and get a ratchet on there in that one too. Mine's kind of been deleted here because of the accident here, but I'll show you guys how I'm gonna do this when I put it back together here. Good time to look at grounds. That's pretty corroded. At some point I'll fix that. Not today, but at some point. If you have any questions on this, let me know. Also, the headlight I got is called Eagle Eyes. It is just a cheap Rock Auto special. $88 shipped after tax. So, pretty good deal on that. We're just going to use it, call it a day here, because clearly this is not a nice car to drive, so it's not a huge deal to me if I make it look pretty or not. There we go. All right, so we'll compare what's left of the old one to the new one here. This is basically just destroyed. So they basically are the same thing. They look pretty good. So this one here is just shot. So now we're gonna put this in here. Don't break the new one. So I'm gonna need 2 hands, but I'm gonna pull the bumper out and the grill out and just slide this in there gently. All right, so it went in there real easy. There is little tabs on the top of this right there that literally just go into a hole, and that pushes in like so. The bolts just go down below. This tab goes up on the top up here. Now, if you don't notice here, mine has a little bit of gappage here. Yours shouldn't have that. So I gotta align this fender because it does not line up correctly. And if you look, my hole, this whole thing needs to go this way here, but it can't. So that's, I kind of got it lined up a little bit there. So now you just take your bolts, start putting your bolts in there, and then get her tightened down. Word of advice: don't go bananas on this thing and start just like ooga dooga in this thing, because you don't want to risk breaking the new plastic. You're threading steel into plastic here. So I'm gonna get the bolts in here quick, come back, and we'll realign everything up nice and make it look all pretty. All right, so all I did here, I ended up having to go and grab a deep 10. I got right in there on that one there, and then the one right down there, I got the 10, tightened her up nice and tight. Got that one tightened up. The one down here that didn't align, I ended up loosening up that bolt and that bolt, pushed this in, got the bolt started with the impact in there, ran it home. It all lines up perfect now. Fitment right here is not great because obviously the deer bent the fender in. I'm not worried about that, so if yours is a little bit off, don't worry about it. But so now all we gotta do is just push this bumper back into here. And again, your tabs will probably not be broken like mine are, but they should just push in. I just gotta try and, there we go. It should just push in like that. And obviously I got some damage here yet, but yours will just push in. Now we just gotta put our 5mm screws back into here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that quick and hook up the lights, and we're basically home free. All right, we got the bolts put back into this guy here. That's all done. Take your 10mm, get your stuff all lined up here. If you want to anti-seize these bolts, I know I really should on mine, but I got too much to do, not enough time. So we're just gonna send her the way she is here. Move it up a little bit like so. Not going nuts here. All I'm doing is just, that's good. These little things here, get in the hole. I just push them down. If you want to thread them in, you do what you want. Time is of the essence right now. I am very busy, so they work, they fit, good enough for this guy. And well, that one's busted, so I want to get a new one for that thing, but whatever. And now this is all put back together, all secured. Okay, now we can hook the lights up. Obviously this light here, I am deleting this. I don't need this anymore, so I'll remove this. Just push down this connector tab right there. Oh, shoot. Push down that tab, and I guess you want to break it right off. That's kind of what you want to do here. There's one on this side too, which wasn't my intention, but hey, here we are. A little tight. Oh man, sorry. She's a little snug on there. They'll just plug in to the new one here. If you put it on the right way, of course. Oh, what the heck? This thing's not wanting to go in there good. Come on here, feller. Oh, had it upside down. Or, well, what the heck? This is the way it should go. Why aren't we going on? Oh, there we go. Just took a lot of effort to get her to go in there, but we got her. Okay, and then now this guy here goes to the upper light here, and this guy here goes down to this lower light there. Oh, make sure you don't get the bulbs out. All right, and now we'll turn the lights on and see if we got light. Hopefully we do. Beautiful. Now, as you can tell, I have an LED in this bulb, or this light, halogen right here. I am going to go ahead and put the LED light back in there so they match. I just want to do this quick to make sure the wiring is okay. Brights are on, high beams, what we're going to call them. And we got brightness. So that is how you do a headlight on an 08 Ford Edge. Also how you figure out damage and repair. If you gave a crap about your car, you'd want to fix this gapage. I don't care because it's an old pile of crap and it functions now. That's all that matters. You guys have a great day, great night, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.